College classic. Well, we're starting another book here. This one's called Wanna Hear a Whopper by Larry D. Harper. When you look at the cover here, what we're going to do is we're going to open this up and read. There are no restrictions to what I can do here. This is one of the several booklets the Voice of Elijah distributes free of charge to anyone who requests a copy. The Voice of Elijah. They have a bunch of free books, and I get these free books other than the books that I pay for. So I'm going to read this one to you. I hope you like it. The mission of the Voice of Elijah is to educate the public in regard to early church teaching that the church has long since lost. The following 6 titles are currently available. You may request them either by writing directly to the publisher or by typing your name and address into the form found on the Voice of Elijah website at www.voiceofelijah.org. One book is called The Antichrist, The Passover Parable, Wanna Hear a Whopper, this is the one we're reading now, 7 Simple Steps to Salvation, In the Image and Likeness of God, and the Old Testament Gospel of Jesus Christ, which I'm hoping to be able to read all to you, if that's okay with you. And they're in Mesquite, Texas. Wanna Hear a Whopper by Larry D. Harper. The contents of this book were previously published. The Wanna Hear a Whopper came up. I doubt you'll believe it. I Wanna Hear a Whopper, the liar came up with. The Voice of Elisha. Unless otherwise indicated, Scripture is taken from New American Standard Bible. Lock Foundation, used by permission, found on the Sergaments Commission, who writes, no part of this publication may be stored in a retrieval system, reproduced, or transmitted in any way by any means, electronic or mechanical, photocopy, photograph, magnetic, recording, or any other, without the prior written permission of the publisher. Address all correspondence to Elijah Project, Mesquite, printed in the United States of America. So basically what they're saying is I can't read this online to you, right? So I can't read it to you without asking first. So I'm going to have to ask them. But the contents here, there are 51 different contents here. And I'm going to read you the back of this book. Will you be able to recognize the liar when he appears? That is the appropriate question considering the fact that current events clearly indicate the second coming of Jesus Christ is rapidly approaching. The question is made even more appropriate by the way the Apostle John describes the appearance of Satan in the person of the Antichrist, meaning that the devil is going to try to imitate Jesus Christ. And the great dragon was thrown down, the serpent of old, who was called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was thrown down to the earth, and his angels were thrown down with him. Revelations 12:9. This means that when he's thrown down out of heaven, he's going to come down here and claim he's Jesus. He's going to lie to the world. And that's basically what we're experiencing today. And somebody vehemently insists there is no need for Christians to worry about being deceived by Satan because they will already have been raptured by the time he appears as the Antichrist. Not true. Matter of fact, you won't be able to leave here until, as Christians, until, or the Jewish community, until the devil says he's the devil. But what if that belief is just another part of the deception? If you think it isn't, what makes you so sure? The Bible tells us that we won't be able to leave until the wicked one confesses he's the wicked one. Then we'll be, poof, we're out of here. But not just that, something's going to cause him to reveal himself to people. And I believe that he's going to walk the earth in his hoof feet. We're going to find out he has hoof feet. Someone's going to find that out. And we're going to find out that he's Satan. He's going to say, I'm Satan. You caught me. All right. So I'm Lucifer. Well, didn't God tell you that I'm the prince of this world? I'm your God. That's when the Jews and the Islamics who call themselves Muslims, they're going to rent their clothes. They're going to rent their robes. They're going to be shocked. The 2 early church fathers quoted in this booklet, Irenaeus and Hippolytus, were the second and third generation disciples of the Apostle John. Thank you. Both lived less than a century after John died, and both say exactly the same thing about the appearance of the Antichrist and the Great Tribulation. And what they say not only flatly contradicts current beliefs, it also confirms that those beliefs are nothing more than part of Satan's deception. So who are you going to believe? Two disciples of the Apostle John, of those today who make you feel comfortable believing a lie? Don't worry, you will answer that question by the way you respond to this opportunity to learn the truth. How do I know that? Simple. The Apostle Paul said when he described the appearance of the Antichrist, and then that lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord will slay with the breath of his mouth and bring to an end by the appearance of his coming. That is the one whose coming is in accord with the activity of Satan, with all power and signs and false wonders, and with the deception of the wickedness for those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth so as to be saved. And for this reason God will send upon them a deluding influence so that they might believe what is false, in order that they all may be judged who did not believe the truth. Isn't that something? In order that they all may be judged who did not believe the truth, but took pleasure in wickedness. 2 Thessalonians 2:8-12. It's your choice. The truth is available. www.voiceofelijah.org. This looks like a really good book, and I really want to read it to you, so I'm going to have to get permission. Here's something I want to share with you. That's what's happening today. They're telling you he left. Oh, he'll be back later, regardless of that. He left. It's blasphemy against Jesus Christ. See, Christ says, I'll never leave you or forsake you. So that's blasphemy. And then taking God's name into condemnation, it's blasphemy. Holy SH word, it's blasphemy. This is all blasphemy and lies and deception growing in America today, which in the old days you could have been arrested for or given a ticket for. You weren't allowed to play explicit music in public before. They didn't allow it. Police would tell you to turn it down and give you a ticket. Disrupting the peace. You know what peace means? It's something we don't have no more. I'm TC Barnes, College Classic Campus Hits.